Hello guys, welcome to the channel. I hope everyone is doing well. Today I'm going to talk about geopolitics and the key countries of this decade. Alright, before I begin the topic, I just want to mention that I give free astrology consultations. If you're interested, you can find the information in the description box. And if you haven't subscribed to my channel, please subscribe and also hit the bell icon. So anytime I post a new video, you can get the notification in your inbox. Alright, let's get to the topic. Before I start talking about the countries, I just want to mention that because it's going to help to understand more about this topic and how things are going to move in the future. Why countries are going to take different actions and reactions of the countries, and then things going to build up. So I mentioned in my transit video that this decade soon we are going to have major war, or you can say pre-third world war event. And this decade from 2022 to 2030, this event is going to take place. A lot of major countries are going to come against each other. I'm not really sure if this war is going to be actual fight, but you're going to see a lot of conflicts between the countries. Major conflicts. All right. Ukraine war is just the trailer. And you need to understand, we are not going to have that kind of war, just like World War III, where people are all building, our armies are building trenches and literally shooting bullets at each other. No. This is more about hybrid war. Just like in Ukraine, what happened? They cut down all their connections, internet, phones, from outside world. So isolation. Okay. So major conflict, but coming in this decade. So you can say this, the events which are going to take place in this decade are going to build up to a greater war. All right. It is sad, but it is reality. I'm not going to show each and every country chart. We are going to talk about USA, Russia, China, Pakistan, India, and Saudi Arabia, because these countries are going to play a major role in the upcoming events. Okay, so let's talk about USA. A lot of people are speculating that USA is going to lose its status of superpower, but I don't think so. Because USA Nakshatra, and when USA came into existence, it has a lot to do with throne. Okay, most of the nakshatras in USA chart represent throne, kingly throne, and shower of wealth, prosperity. So just to help you understand, let me just draw this. So USA has this conjunction in their independence chart. Rahu, Mercury. So if you guys follow astrology and if you know a little bit about astrology, you probably already know Mercury means wealth, prosperity, okay, intelligence, intellect, business, capitalism. And that is the reason Rahu's sitting with it. That is the reason USA is a capitalist state. You need to understand, there is no such a thing, true capitalist, or true communist or true socialist. So you can say USA is a major capitalist and minor socialist state, country, just because of this conjunction. And right now, USA is under this planet Mahadasha, Rahu. And anytime you run under this Mahadasha, Rahu, it is acting like magnifying glass. So you will see USA is going to become even more powerful financially. A World Bank report says China is going to surpass USA GDP by 2025, but I don't think so. Okay? USA will remain, at the number one spot financially. Now let's talk about superpower status. So in the future, I don't think there are going to be one superpower. In this decade, you will see that a lot of small blocks of different countries are going to be formed. Okay? And USA will still be the superpower. Why I said that? Because in USA bloc, it will have a lot of major countries. Okay? So that's why USA is going to be still in power in decision making of the world. Whether you like it or not, but that is true. Let's talk about President Biden. So I already made a video about President Biden. He's going to enter Ketu Antardasha, I guess at the end of this year or in the beginning of next year. I don't have his actual birth timing. If I have his birth timing, accurate birth timing, I can pinpoint the day that he's going to enter Ketu Antardasha. So the Ketu planet is like detachment. So Ketu is sitting in, a very difficult nakshatra. So just because of that nakshatra, he's going to have health issues. So he needs to be very careful about his health. I can predict that either President Biden is not going to complete his term. I predicted that in my previous video as well, and I'm gonna stick with this prediction. Either he's not going to complete his presidency because of health issue or some type of legal issues, or he's not going to run for the next term. Most of the time in the USA, there is a tradition that if president becomes and win an election for the first time, then he runs for the second time as well. Okay, but I don't think he's going to run for the second term. But we will see. Okay. If someone else come from the party, then Democrat, I see like Democrat is going to win the election. The second time in 2024. But we will see. All right, let's talk about Russia. So Russia, I already mentioned that in my previous videos that Russia is going to remain as underdog. Okay. He's going to have his own bloc in the world, and which is going to be strong, but he's going to be like remain underdog. He's not gonna become the superpower that especially President Putin is expecting to become. So let's talk about President Putin. So in my President Putin birth chart versus President Biden birth chart video, I mentioned that President Putin has 6th house activated and also Brahmi Nakshatra activated in his birth chart right now. So the more you corner him, the more dangerous he's going to become. Okay, and Ukraine is just the trailer. So sanctions and isolation is just going to make him more dangerous. This is not the right way to treat somebody like, especially the conjunctions and, type of combination he has in birth chart. I would not suggest this. Only negotiations and dialogues you can avoid these type of situations. Okay, let's talk about China. So a lot of people are thinking, oh, China is the next superpower. But according to China birth chart, October 1st, 1949. So China has like a lot of different, Independence Day. They had like one Independence Day in 1912 as well, January 1st, 1912. But the actual independence especially from British, empire, it was like October 1st, 1949. Okay. So when you insert the data, then China has this combination. Sun, Ketu, and Mercury. Sun, Ketu, and Mercury. So whenever you see Ketu is sitting with Sun, means this person is, especially you need to see like houses and nakshatras and all of other things. You need to see D9 chart as well. I don't want you to be panic about, if you see this combination in your birth chart, don't be alarmed, because we need to see a lot of different things. If you have good combinations in your D9 chart, then, obviously after a certain age, you're going to get like a leadership. But according to China birth chart, it has this combination, Sun Ketu. So by this combination, I would say China will never ever become a superpower, world leader. But when I say world leader, means it is not interested, because Ketu means you already have achieved that thing in the past, and China was superpower for almost 2000 years when India was in was superpower. I'm talking about, like 2,000-3,000 years ago. So China has already achieved that thing. So China is not interested in becoming the superpower, world leader. You see, like there is a difference between world leader and financially stable, financial superpower. Okay, so world leader means, you're going to make decisions for the smaller countries, just like USA. USA interferes smaller countries as well, just like it did in, recently. Anyway, if you follow politics, you know what I'm talking about. But China will never ever interfere in other countries' business. But why China is going to remain very important and very relevant in this decade? Because China is becoming the Kuber. Okay, so most importantly, China has Venus in the 10th house, and Venus is sitting in business nakshatra, Libra sign. So that's why China will trade with everyone. And that is the reason China, became the manufacturing hub. Anyway, China will never become like world leader, just like, decision-making world leader. But China will remain, you can say, like second spot financially. Okay. It is going to be very strong country, but China is not interested in other people business. Okay, because it is very large in scale. So let's talk about shipping. Shipping is going to remain in power. That's about it. I'm not gonna say anything else because I don't have his actual birth timing, but he's going to remain in power. His health looks good. I don't see any, you know, revolutionary coming around. So he's going to remain in power. So let's talk about India. So I don't understand why we people are fighting with each other, Pakistan and India. Because you need to understand this. England and France were the worst enemies in the history of mankind. They were enemies for 700 years. And, when there was a European Union, then they became the best buddies. They did not even check others countries' citizens on their borders. So, you could just travel to France from UK. So I don't understand, why we keep fighting with each other. Because both of these countries are born to become leader or came into existence to become the leaders. So if you follow my videos, I always mention that this combination, what this means to you. The people who follow my channel, they already know what this is. Sun means government, leadership. Leo sign, it is like throne. Okay? The powerful sign, Leo sign in your birth chart, and sun, dignity of sun, means the more opportunities you're gonna get to become the leader. And Saturn sitting with it. I know both of these countries, India, Pakistan, they have like really bad times if you talk about politics and leadership, but things are shaping up for these countries, and both of these countries, Pakistan and India, they have this combination, Sun Saturn. Okay, there is only one difference in both of these birth charts. So Pakistan has Moon and Mars, and India's Moon is sitting alone. The rest of the birth chart is like exactly the same, because there is only one day difference. 14 August 1947, 12 a.m. and 15 August 1947, Karachi and Delhi. Moon with Mars, that is the reason Mars, represent armed forces, especially army. So that is the reason that, Pakistan always come under martial law, like means army leadership, dictator. But soon things are going to change. You will see this year. I predict that, let's talk about first India. So India, especially the nakshatra, is prosperity. Okay, you can actually see in the flags of the countries as well. I'm gonna talk about flags later in this video, but you can see a lot of things in the flags as well. So India is going to stay prosper and stay achieving financially stable, but soon India is going to enter Mars. and Mahadasha. And you will see a lot of things, like people are always like hot-headed, always trying to engage in some type of argument or fight, a lot of conflicts between different sects of the countries. So that is going to remain in like for the next 7 years. But financially, India is going to be stable. Okay. That is the only thing I see, that people are becoming more hot-headed because of Mars energy. Mars, anytime if an individual is under Mars Mahadasha, he's going to engage fights. And Mars is sitting with the Sun, Saturn. Sun means hot energy. So you will see. And especially women of both of these countries. Let's talk about now first President Prime Minister Modi, and then I will talk about the problems of these two countries. Prime Minister Modi, I already made a video like I guess 4 months ago that he's going to, BJP will still remain in power in the next upcoming election, and but I think Yogi Adityanath, I'm pronouncing his name wrong, but I'm sorry. He's going to become the next prime minister of the country. Prime Minister Modi is going to transfer his power to CM Yogi. And very interesting thing, that in the future, not right now, in the future, Kejriwal is like one time he will become the prime minister of the country. Yes. So if you are thinking to join any political party, I would suggest either join BJP or Aam Aadmi Party, Kejriwal Party, because Kejriwal has this conjunction in his birth chart, Mahayoga, Rahu Ketu dispositor. If his birth timing is accurate on the websites, then he has this yoga with Jupiter and Mercury, and Jupiter is holding the lowest degree. So you will see that this Jupiter is going to make him the father of a country. He's going to do something, I'm not really sure, but he's going to do something positive for the country. So in the future, he will become prime minister of the country. But right now, CM Yogi has like a lot of powerful combinations getting activated in his birth chart. So that's what I predict, but only time will tell, because what I see with my little knowledge. All right, let's talk about Pakistan. So Pakistan is under a little bit rough time. Even Pakistan has this combination, Sun Saturn. So these two countries came into existence to become leader of something. I'm not really sure what kind of leader, but they both are going to become leaders. Okay. And right now it's under a little bit turbulence, but by 2025 you will see, because Pakistan is going to enter Sun Mahadasha, and you will see that by 2025 or in this decade, you will see Pakistan will emerge as a leader. Okay, I'm not going to talk about financially, because financially Pakistan will, eventually, come out of this trap, but leader as decision making power, you know. So because of sun, and soon I predict that maybe this year or the next year, you will see that Pakistan political system is going to change. Okay, because of the nakshatras and the planet Mahadasha and Antardasha, what is happening, it is going to become something like, you can say, different type of political system. I mean, Pakistan already have like Senate. I don't understand, what's the point of having a prime minister? Just, you're already, half of your political system is according to USA. So just, eliminate that seat, because the problem is, as long as Pakistan has PM, prime minister, Pakistan politics will never ever be stable. Moon and Mars, because then whenever there is a prime minister, then Mars is trying, because Mars is more strong, aggressive, male energy. So Mars tried to overtake Moon. So Mars tried to overtake the government, prime minister. So that is the reason. So president is sun. So whenever Pakistan will have a new political system implemented, then they need to understand this. Sun is the ultimate power, and that is president. And then Mars underneath the sun. So if they do this year or next year, then Pakistan going to have stable political system. Okay, just because of this conjunction, now you understand why there were a lot of dictators, army coup on the country. Let's talk about former Prime Minister Imran Khan. Former Prime Minister Imran Khan. So as soon as he's going to, I already made a video just like last week. So as soon as he's going to, actually my predictions for Imran Khan were true. I told you guys even before no confidence motion, like maybe 3 weeks before the no confidence vote, I predicted that he's going to lose this vote and he's going to ousted from the government, and then a lot of troubled times. So as soon as he's going to end this Ketu Antardasha, because right now his Jupiter Mahadasha is active, and then Ketu Antardasha. So Ketu Antardasha have is like 2 birth timings. So one from the website Wikipedia, not Wikipedia but other websites, and the other sources, one of my followers, he messaged me his birth time. So, but even regardless of the birth timing, he's if I use the website birth timing or the follower birth timing, he's still under Ketu Mahadasha, Antardasha. So according to the birth timing I was given, it is going to end at the end of this year, like 15 December. And according to the website, his Ketu Antardasha is going to end in spring of 2023. So as soon as he is going to get past this Ketu Antardasha, he's going to come back in power. Okay, and he is going to become prime minister again. What about Shabbat Sharif, the current prime minister? Um, I don't have, honestly, I don't even think whatever birth timing he has on the websites, all the websites, that is even birth date, not birth timing, birth date is not accurate. Okay, so I'm not gonna talk about him because I don't even have his actual birth date, and that is the reason I did not even make a video about Nawaz Sharif, because I mean, they changed their birth dates a lot of time, so I'm not really sure. If you Google Nawaz Sharif birth date online, you're gonna see like one website says something else, the other website says something else. So I think Nawaz Sharif like changed his birth date and aligning his birth date the same day that we have our Qaid-e-Azam birthday, 26th December, just to portray this image that I can be the next father of the nation. So, but I don't think so. Let's talk about Saudi Arabia. So Saudi Arabia, I mean, don't have their actual because they have the same type of problem, independence. So the latest one I used, according to that, it is becoming more modernized, and we already know this, because I guess what I recall that it is running under Rahu Antardasha, and just because of that, I mean, Rahu wants to party. So Rahu is a modern future, and it is like futuristic things. So that's why they're building up all these futuristic buildings and whatnot, futuristic cities. What about MBS, Mohammed bin Salman, the crown prince of the country? Difficult times coming for him, because as soon as the country get past with the Rahu Antardasha, then you will see like troubled times come knock on his door. So he needs to be careful. I hope he doesn't get in trouble, especially with the authorities. I mean, he's the authority of the country, but legal system. All right. So have I covered all the countries, major countries? I guess yes. So I think, yeah, that's about it. If you guys like this video, please hit the like button and subscribe and share with your friends and families. And if you are interested in the consultation, you can find the information in the description box. And all right, guys, take care.